Over the last few days, Graham and I met up with a couple of our friends to talk about how they as individuals and how the music industry as a whole has been dealing with the pandemic.
My name is Andre Barbosa. My major is new media and style of music that I like making. I don't know, like pop, rock-ish.
I'm Matty Garau, and I'm 20. I'm a BFA in jazz, and yeah, I guess that might be it.
We started off by asking about how the way they make music affected how easy it's been for them to continue to make.
It's like really easy. I don't really have to think about it because
Right.
it's just like already on my computer.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think like you have been more apt to make music because of how easy it is during the pandemic?
Yeah, when there's
Yeah.
nothing to do,
Yeah.
just turn it on, easy.
Word.
Well, I definitely have changed routines.
Mm-hmm.
I moved into this new house, so moving from an apartment to here changed it anyways,
Yeah.
and I think made it a lot easier, like during quarantine, to like keep doing stuff. But just in general, I don't think it's like medium specific, but I was supposed to be touring and gigging this summer, and it kind of became more of a like isolated creative like
Right.
songwriting thing.
Like go into the cave type situation.
Right, so I think that's like the best
For sure.
anyone can do right now is just try to like come out of here and like surprise everyone.
Yeah,
with,
definitely.
like,
Get into those projects.
yeah.
For sure.
And then touched on if their creative focus changed during COVID.
Not really. I kind of have more time to think about it rather than feeling rushed, but not really.
Where like the process day to day is pretty much the same as far as how you go about it.
Yeah, it's not really a day-to-day thing. It's like if it pops up and I got the time,
Yeah.
and now I got the time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm just focused on different things. I think especially before this, I was focused on a lot of like sideman gigs. So
Right.
I was like getting hired to play for people or record for people, and doing shows that didn't take too much like creative input from me. And I've kind of used this time to do some more solo stuff, do a lot more songwriting, and kind of trying to like bring out the creative side of things while I have like the downtime to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like for I think within the first month of lockdown, I like recorded my first solo album,
Wow.
and
That's crazy.
which is kind of weird to think about because like in my brain I'm like, oh my god, I'm lazy. This is
Right,
horrible.
yeah.
I'm not doing
But
anything.
no, I mean, given the opportunity, you just
And then like
knocked it
someone
out.
always has to like remind me like, you did that.
Yeah. It's like, look at this thing. Like, you have evidence. Yeah. No, definitely.
Shortly after, we switched the focus to the industry, and I asked if any of their favorite artists had anything special in the works.
Nobody that I follow, but my friends did the 100 Gex Minecraft.
Oh, yeah. The online
yeah.
concert.
Yeah, the online
Yeah.
concert. That shit was fire.
Hell yeah.
I think most of them have. The most recent thing I paid attention to was there's this thing called the Big Ears Festival going on, which is a bunch of like different musicians across genres that have been doing that same sort of thing where it's like an online ticket
Right.
and you get to see the live stream and then keep the video.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So the Bad Plus played there. I watched that the day I moved in.
Oh,
We
wow.
projected it up on the wall.
Nice.
Mike Watt played on there. They've got a whole bunch of different people like
Yeah.
from jazz to like punk rock, some hip hop stuff, and even locally too. Like some friends of mine are running this thing called the Commons
Okay.
in the basement of the Mothlight, which is
Oh,
doing a lot
nice.
more like local band live streams, and kind of like branching into this kind of like communal space idea, with like a camera crew and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Not like
definitely.
offering that, so.
Right. Just giving people like a new outlet to have those experiences that we're not able to
Yeah.
get right now.
Virtual concerts and shows, along with Instagram Live DJ sets, have been a staple and unique part of music industry culture since the start of the pandemic. With this massive increase in 100% online music media consumption, I wondered, Was this what concerts were set to look like inevitably?
Honestly, nah. I think people are eager to get out and like have the actual concert experience.
Right, yeah.
Because it gets played out. Like
No,
that,
for
you know?
sure, yeah. And that was like a big worry that I had, was like people were just gonna like see that they can make money off virtual concerts and then be like, oh shit, it's way cheaper to just not have the concert and just do it like this. Let's see if we can just do this every time. But I get what you're saying for sure. I think it might be like a matter of circumstance for the situation.
For sure.
I can't quite tell, because it seems to be going both ways. That one time, like at some level, this kind of virtual thing is working and becoming profitable, and in a lot of other ways, it's like really showing that like people appreciate and miss live music and live performances of any sort.
Right.
So I think it's kind of like a time will tell thing. Like, is everyone who's like, oh my god, I miss shows, actually gonna go to shows?
And finally, I asked what they had coming up next in their music careers.
Yeah, I got my song coming out on Spotify on the 20th November. White Letter, stream that.
Okay, word, bro. Cool,
Oh, I've got an album coming out with Forteza early
word.
next year. There's not a set release date.
Okay.
But
around this time next year, you think, or?
It'll probably hopefully be earlier than that. We're waiting to kind of like feel out the COVID situation, because we would like to do an actual like release show.
Yeah, word.
But that'll be coming out. The album's going to be called Windmill.
Nice.